Here we go again. Hi folks, welcome back to another exciting episode of the D.Bell Sports Podcast. I'm your host, David Bell, and today we're going to be talking about Mike McCarthy. Again. Right. Oh boy. Okay, some background. I'm going to give you some background reasons for and against him coming back, and then we'll see where we land. For the record, I think he does want to come back. I think he might. He was out of football for a year before Jerry Jones came calling. And he didn't do anything. He didn't do in college coaching. He didn't do anything. He was done. So yeah, of course, this is a great opportunity for him. We saw him as an upgrade. At least Jerry did, because he won a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. But let's take a look. 2020, his first season. Dak gets hurt, unfortunately. Of course, not his fault. Devastating ankle injury. Andy Dalton was the backup. We also had Ben DiNucci and Gary Gilbert starting one game apiece that year. Both losses. And, boy, no one would blame him. It's his first year. 2015, Tony Romo got hurt. Similar situation. They tried to bring him back, but, the backups just couldn't get it done. They couldn't do it at all. And we did not have Cooper Rush in 2020. He was with the Giants practice squad. We did get him back to our practice squad after Dak's injury, but by then we already had multiple quarterbacks in front of him, so he did not take the field. And we ended up ending the season with a 6-10 record. We didn't have Travis Frederick. Jason Witten was gone. He was with the Raiders at that time. We did draft CeeDee Lamb, though. But he did not yet break 1,000 receiving yards. His only season not to do that. In 2021, we got Dan Quinn as DC. That's great. We get Micah Parsons. He's the Defensive Rookie of the Year. We go 12-5. Lose to the 49ers in the wild card round. Great. 2022, 12-5 again. Beat the Bucs in wild card round. A weak Buccaneers team. And we lose to the 49ers in the divisional round. Great. 2023, last season. McCarthy would start to call the plays. Kellen Moore is gone. He's with the Chargers now. Dan Quinn is still DC. CeeDee Lamb would have over 1,700 receiving yards. A Cowboys record. Crazy. Dax is an MVP candidate. So what happens? We're 12-5. In the playoffs, we're embarrassed by the 7th seed Packers. Starting to see a little trend. 2024, we go 7-10 because Dak is hurt again. And really everyone is hurt. So it was just not the best situation. Cooper Rush went 4-4 with his starts for the season. Trey Lance went 0-1 after losing to the Commanders in Week 18. So here's the problem. We're beating teams in our division consistently, like the Giants and Washington. In 2021, we even swept the Eagles. That's pretty great. 2022, we lost to the Eagles and Commanders just once to each team. And we just lost to the Eagles once last year in 2023. Really? I miss those days. Now, our division is getting better. Jaden Daniels is good. Washington had their best season since 1991. The Eagles, they're stronger since that Super Bowl loss, from that 2022 season. 23 was a down year for them. They collapsed in the playoffs. They had a good draft. Their offense is still elite. We would have a hard time beating them with our entire team healthy this year, let alone just Dak being out. So that would have been a tough game both times. The Giants suck, but they might get a new quarterback in the draft this year. So we have to watch out for that. And we only beat them by 5 the first time. So is Mike McCarthy the best coach to lead us to the promised land? He's supposed to be the playoff guru. But is he really? Is he? We have to play the Packers and the Chiefs next year. So is he up to the task? Oh, that's not going to be fun. We just lost to the Packers last year. Chiefs are elite. We also have to face the Lions in their stadium. So you know how that's going to go. That's going to be rough. Looking forward to that one. And I'm not sure what he does. Is he a motivator? Is he coming up with new elaborate plays? Did he just have an elite quarterback in Aaron Rodgers and look out in 2010 to get that Super Bowl ring? It's uncertain. Reasons he should go. I don't think he's a play calling guru. He can be seen as predictable at times. I don't think he's seen as a motivator. Certainly if we compare him to someone like Dan Campbell, who really fits that model well, and you see the Lions just go up and up and up every year. And he's 1-3 in the playoffs. That's a pretty big that's a pretty big reason if we want to let him go. Reasons he should stay: consistency, good relationship with the quarterback. Dak was second in MVP voting in 23. Of course, didn't hurt that CeeDee Lamb balled out. Good relationship with the owner for what that counts. Play calling has been good enough. I mean, we've been 12-5 3 times. Injuries are not his fault. Of course, he's not the GM also, so he can only coach the team that he's given. But you see how frustrated 49ers fans are with Kyle Shanahan consistently making it far in the playoffs, but never quite getting there. We haven't even gotten that far. We haven't gotten to the NFC Championship game in decades. At a press conference, he said, "I'm a winner. I've won a championship in this building." Like that matters. I mean, that was a long time ago, too. I mean, who cares? We want to know about the future. We want to know how we're going to fix this team in 2025 and beyond, especially since Dak is under contract through 2028. So I'm more excited about the draft than the coaching staff. If he stays, he stays. Sounds like he will because they're preventing him from talking to anyone else before the 14th. Okay, like the Bears, which, whatever, it's kind of weird. But, I do think Al Harris deserves a shot at something. I said that in a previous video. He should be promoted as the defensive coordinator. He was already promoted as the assistant, as an assistant coach. Well, if he's an assistant coach and we fire McCarthy, maybe we should just make him head coach. I don't know. People really seem to like him. Maybe we could just do that. But this is an opinion piece. This is let's get informed and let's think about it, and whatever happens, video. It's hard to evaluate. Waiting to bring him back after a week to calm down, like his contract expires on the 14th. I think it's like designed to make us just resign to the fact that he's coming back. Like it's a slow burn. Like, oh, he can talk to anyone. Well, not really. He's under contract till the 14th. And by the 14th, other coaches will have been selected possibly. And it's like, well, we might as well keep him. The injuries weren't his fault, and we'll see what we can do. And Dak is, coming back. We re-signed him and CeeDee Lamb and all this stuff. And so maybe that's just what's going to happen. I hope Al Harris continues to do good things. I don't know if Mike Zimmer is coming back. I guess we'll see what happens. I'm very excited about the drafts. I'm very excited about the playoffs and the Super Bowl. I'm not going to give up on my team just because we had a down season. We've had several good seasons, and so I think we can deal with one down season, especially the fact that, injuries did play a factor. Of course, we were not playing elite at first, before Dak was hurt, but a lot of injuries did pile up towards the end, so I can understand that. Not an excuse, though. We all need to play better and get more players in the draft and free agency. So, whatever happens. It's completely out of my control. But as a fan, I'm going to look toward the draft. And if McCarthy's coming back, he's coming back. But we definitely need to look toward the draft and see what we can do. I'm very excited about getting our new running back anyway. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks to my subscribers. I added several this week. Thanks to my Patreon members. You guys are the best. I'm trying to hit 2,000 subscribers at least this year, so hopefully we can do that. But of course, go Cowboys!